This is an employee time tracker which I have created in Zoho Sheets. Before creating the new format, let's see how it works. In case you are going to create your sheet in Excel, process and formulas will be same. So let's see how it works. On the top, we have got month and year. Just after that, we have got our start date as well as end date. Below that, we have got all the details of the employees. When we come to right hand side, over here we have got the option to select our ideal work hours. Just after that, we have got check-in as well as check-out time. When we will insert our check-in as well as check-out time, we will be able to see working hours as well as overtime. Let's come to check-in time. I'll put 8 a.m. over here. Enter. Now let's come to check-out time. 5 p.m. Enter. And we can see total working hours as 9 and overtime as 3. Let's come to left and let's do ideal working hours as 9. Enter. Now total working hours became 9 and overtime is 0. In case some employee is absent or on leave, we will have to put the code A for absent, L for leave. And in working hours as well as overtime, nothing will be captured. Let's come to right hand side. On the right hand side, we have got our summary in which we will be able to see present, absent, all the leaves, holidays and week offs. When we come to left, we have got total working hours as well as total overtime. Let's come to left. This format is for 1 month. For 12 months, there will be 12 formats. One thing to highlight in advance. Over here I have done some entry. If I change the month from top and will do as February, the entries what we had done in January will not be removed. We will have to remove these entries manually. So it's my suggestion to create sheets in advance. To create this format, we will need some data, and for that I have got my setting sheet. In setting sheet, I have got my holidays. Let's come to the sheet of January. Let's come to left and let's change the month as January. In case there will be any holiday, it will be visible on top. We can see new year. Let's start creating a new format now. I have opened a new workbook. On top, we can see untitled spreadsheet. We'll select this and we'll delete. This will be time tracker. Now I'll come to the bottom. We can see sheet 1. We'll double click over here and we'll rename the sheet. This will be settings. We'll click on top. We'll take the data of settings from my example file. So I have taken my data. In this sheet, there's no formula, only our dates and holidays name. Let's come to the bottom and let's click on plus sign. Means we will insert a new sheet. We'll double click on sheet's name. This will be Jan. We'll go on top. We'll take column A closer. We'll click on B2 and we'll select C also. And we'll merge the cells. We'll create borders over here. We'll drag this down. Now I'll come to column E and over here I'll type name of my months. We'll type January. We'll drag this till December. Now I'll click on January and we'll select till December. We'll copy this, Ctrl C or Command C. Now I'll come to left and we'll click on B2. We'll go to Data tab. We'll come down, Data Validation. We'll come to right hand side and we'll click on Create Validation. We'll come down and we'll click on Entry Box and we'll paste name of the months, Ctrl V or Command V. We'll come down, Alerts and Help Text. We'll click on arrowhead and we'll uncheck Help Text. We'll come down and we'll click on OK. Now I'll click over here and over here we can see the drop down. We'll select January. We'll come to column E and we'll delete this. I have deleted my data, but then also we are able to see the drop down. We'll click just after January. Over here I'll type my year, that is 2025. Enter. We'll select row number 2 and 3. We'll go on top and we'll change the font style. We'll align all the things in center. We'll click just under January and we'll insert the formula for first date. And the formula will be plus or equal to date value. Bracket open, date text. In date value, the very first thing what we have to provide is date, but the date should be in text format. So I'll be inserting double inverted comma 1, double inverted comma close, and I'll click on month and I'll click on year. We'll hit enter. We got some random figure. We'll click on random figure and we'll select next cell also. We'll go to format. We'll come down, format cells. We'll come to right hand side and we'll go to date. We'll come to right hand side and we'll select a desired date format. And our date format got changed. We'll click just under 2025 and we'll insert the formula for last date of the month. And formula will be plus or equal to EO month. Bracket open, start date. This is my start date, comma, add months. I'll put 0 and we'll hit enter. And we got last date of the month. We'll increase the column size. We'll click just under first date. This will be serial number, employee ID, employee name. We'll select row number 4. We'll go on top and we'll align all the things in center. We'll change the font style. We'll select column B. We'll come in the center and we'll align all the things. We'll click just under serial number 1, enter. We'll click on 1 and we'll drag this down as per our requirement. We'll select all and we'll create borders. We'll click on Jan and we'll select till last date. We'll go on top and we'll change the cell color. We'll click just after 2025 and we'll select till employee name and we'll merge the cells. We'll create borders. We'll select till bottom and we'll create borders. This will be select ideal work hours. We'll click on select ideal work hours. We'll go on top and we'll wrap the text. Wrap. We'll select the whole sheet. We'll go on top and we'll align all the things in middle. We'll click on select ideal work hours and we'll change the cell color. We'll change the font color also. We'll put ideal work hours over here as 8. As per company policy, you can put ideal working hours. We'll select the whole column and we'll align all the things in center. We'll click on serial number and we'll select till employee name and we'll change the cell color as well as font color. We'll click on it and we'll drag this down. Over here we can see drop down. We'll click on drop down and we'll select copy cells. Now we have got 8 hours for all the employees. We'll click next to ideal work hours. This will be check-in time, check-out time. We'll adjust the column size. This will be working hours and this will be overtime. We'll select check-in as well as check-out time and we'll change the cell color as well as font color. We'll select working hours and overtime and we'll change the cell color as well as font color. We'll click on top of check-in time and we'll select till overtime and we'll merge the cells. We'll click on top, we'll select F and G and we'll merge the cells. We'll drag this down, we'll select from top to bottom and we'll create borders. Over here we will have our first date. Formula will be plus or equal to, I'll come to left and we'll click on first date and we'll hit enter. Over here we can see 1st Jan 25. We'll go to Format tab, Format Cells. We'll come to right hand side and we'll go to Custom. Over here I'll type DD dash MMMM, means M 4 times. We'll come down and we'll click on Apply. Now we can see 1st January. We'll click on top of 1st January and we'll insert the formula for day and formula will be plus or equal to text, bracket open, number. I'll click on first date, comma, double inverted comma, DDD means D 3 times, double inverted comma close, or let's do as D 4 times, double inverted comma close, and I'll hit enter. And we have got name of the day. We'll click next to Wednesday and we'll insert the formula for holiday and the formula will be plus or equal to VLOOKUP, bracket open, lookup value. We'll take this down. Date will be my lookup value, comma, data table. I'll go to my settings sheet and we'll select my holidays list from top. As we have to drag our formula, I'll lock my range by pressing F4 or function F4 one time, comma, column index number. Selection of VLOOKUP started from date, So dates automatically became column index number 1 and name of holidays became column index number 2. So I'll put 2 over here, comma 0 for exact match. Now I'll hit enter and we got name of the holiday. What will happen if there will be no date? We can see NA error. I'll undo this. We'll click on new year. We'll double click over here. We'll take this to left. We'll click in the beginning of the formula and we'll insert the criteria of if error. If error, bracket open, will come to the end, comma, double inverted comma twice for blank. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We'll select all and we'll change the cell color. Check-in time, I'll take as 8 a.m. Enter. We'll come to checkout time, 5 p.m. Enter. We'll select from check-in time to overtime and we'll align all the things in center. We'll click on check-in time. We'll select checkout time also and we'll select till bottom. We'll go to Format tab, Format Cells. We'll come to right hand side. We'll come to Time. We'll come to right side and we'll select Desired Time Format. Working Hours. Let's come to right hand side. We'll click just under Working Hours and we'll insert the formula plus or equal to if bracket open checkout time is greater than check-in time, comma, if checkout time will be greater than check-in time, in return we want checkout time minus check-in time, comma, 1 plus checkout time minus check-in time. We'll close the bracket of if into 24. 24 is for 24 hours. We'll delete bracket from end and we'll hit enter. And we got 9 hours. Now I'll drag this down. Now let's come to overtime. Formula will be plus or equal to working hours minus ideal work hours. As we have to drag our formula, so we will lock our ideal work hours. We'll press F4 or function F4 3 times and dollar will be inserted in the very beginning. Now I'll hit enter. We can see 1 over here. We'll drag this down. If there is no entry, we can see minus 8. We'll click on 1. We'll double click over here. We'll come in the very beginning of the formula and we'll insert the criteria of if. If, bracket open. Now we have to provide working hours. Cell reference is H5. I'll put H5 over here is equal to 0, comma. If working hours will be 0, in return we want 0. So I'll insert 0 once again, comma. We'll come to the end, we'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. Let's drag down the formula. Now we can see 0. Let's delete check-in as well as checkout time. In case we have got absent, I'll put A and we can see value error. We'll click on working hours and we'll double click over here. We'll come in the very beginning and we'll insert the criteria of if. If, we'll take this down, bracket open. Now we have to provide cell reference of checkout time and that is G5. So I'll put G5 over here is equal to blank. For blank I'll insert double inverted comma twice, comma. If there will be no entry in checkout time, in return we want 0. So I'll put 0 over here, comma. We'll come to the end, we'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. Now we can see 0. We'll drag down my formula. Let's do some entry over here, 9 a.m. and checkout time will be 5 p.m. We can see some random figure in overtime. We'll select from top to bottom. We'll go to Format tab, Format Cells. We'll come to right hand side and we'll click on Number. Now we can see 0 over here. We'll select the whole sheet. We'll go to Format tab, Conditional Formatting. We'll come to right hand side, Classic. We'll come to right hand side and we'll click on Equals. We'll click on Entry box. We'll insert double inverted comma. Over here, we will highlight our week offs and that is Saturday and Sunday. So I'll type Saturday over here. Double inverted comma close. We'll come down. We'll click on Fill. From here I'll select red color. We'll click on text and we'll select white color. We'll come down and we'll click on apply. We can't see any changes. Let's go to format once again. Conditional formatting. We'll come to right hand side and we'll click on manage rules. And this is the rule of Saturday what we had inserted. On the top we can see copy, edit and delete. I'll click on copy and my copy will be created. We'll remove Saturday from here and we'll do as Sunday. We'll come down and we'll click on apply. We'll close this window now. Now let's come to right hand side. We'll click on very first day and we'll select till bottom. We'll copy this, Ctrl C or Command C. We'll come to J means column J and I'll paste over here. Ctrl V or Command V. Let's come to right hand side. Over here also we can see first date. I'll delete date from here and we'll insert the formula for second and rest of the dates. Formula will be plus or equal to if bracket open. We'll click on very first date will be smaller than. We'll come to left hand side and we'll click on last date of the month. If first date will be smaller than last date of the month, I'll press F4 or function F4 one time and my cell reference will be logged, comma. We'll take this down. If first date will be smaller than last date of the month, in return we want first date plus 1, comma. And if this criteria is not going to meet, I want my cells to be blank. So I'll be putting double inverted comma twice for blank and we'll hit enter. Let's come to right hand side and we got our second date. On 2nd January, there's no holiday, so our cells are blank. Let's select this and let's adjust the column size. Now I'll click on second date and we'll select till bottom. We'll come to right hand side and we'll drag this till 31st. And we have got our dates till 31st. When we come to left hand side, we can see our Saturdays and Sundays highlighted. On 26th, there's holiday, so we can see the holiday's name. Now let's come to right hand side. We'll click next to overtime. Over here we want total of working hours and overtime. I'll copy this, Ctrl C or Command C, and we'll paste over here, Ctrl V or Command V. We'll select both and we'll change the cell color. We'll click on top. We'll select all the cells over here and we'll merge the cells. We'll create borders. This will be total. Enter. We'll click on total and we'll change the cell color. We'll change the font color. We'll increase the font size. We'll select from top to bottom and we'll create borders. Now I'll come to right hand side and we'll click next to overtime. This will be P. P is the code of present. We'll come to right hand side. A, L, will come to right side. H, holidays. WO, week off. Will come in the beginning and we'll click on top of P. This will be present. We'll come to right hand side. This will be absent. In the same way, I'll put rest of the headers. We'll select all the codes. We'll align this in center. And we'll change the font style. We'll click on present. We'll select the code also. And we'll change the cell color. We'll change the font color also. We'll change cell color of all the headers. We'll select from top to bottom and we'll create borders. We'll click on top of present. We'll select till end and we'll merge the cells. We'll create borders. This will be summary. Enter. We'll put some color over here. Now let's come to left hand side. We'll come to absent. Formula will be plus or equal to count if. Bracket open. Text range. We'll come to left hand side and we'll click on check-in time and we'll select till last date. So I have selected my data from first date to last date. As we have to drag our formula, so I'll lock my range by pressing F4 or function F4 3 times. And dollar will be inserted in the very beginning. Comma. We'll come to right hand side and we'll click on code of A. We'll press F4 or function F4 2 times and dollar will be inserted in the center. Now I'll hit enter. We got 0, we'll come to right hand side. We'll click on top of total and we'll select till week off. And we'll align all the things in center. We'll click on absent and we'll drag this down. And we'll drag this to right. Now let's come to present. Formula will be plus or equal to count. Bracket open. We'll come to left. We'll take this down. I'm in very first date. We'll click on working hours, comma. We'll come to right hand side and we'll click on working hours of second date, comma. We'll come to right hand side. We'll click on working hours of third date. In the same way, I'll select till 31st. So I have selected all the working hours. Now I'll hit enter. Let's come to right side and over here we can see 30. We'll drag this down. I have got my entries till 30th, so we can see 30. Let's delete one entry from 30th also. Delete. Let's come to right hand side. Now we can see 29. Working hours. Formula will be plus or equal to sum. Bracket open. We'll come to left hand side and we'll click on working hours of first date. Plus, we'll come to right. Let's take this down. We'll click on working hour of second date. Plus, we'll come to right hand side, working hour of third day. In the same way, I'll add all the working hours till 31st. So I have selected all the working hours till 31st. Now I'll hit enter. And we got 232 hours. We'll drag this down and we'll drag this to right. We'll come to right hand side. Over here we can see zeros. We'll click just under P. We'll select till week off. We'll go to Format tab. Format cells. We'll come to right hand side and we'll go to Custom. We'll click on Entry box and we'll insert hash, semicolon, hash, semicolon, dash. We'll come down and we'll click on Apply. Now instead of zeros, we can see dash. We'll go to View tab, Grid lines, hide grid lines. We'll come to left. We'll increase size of row number 1. We'll click on top and we'll select till Wednesday. And we'll merge the cells. We'll change the font style. We'll increase the font size. This will be time tracker. We'll click on time tracker and we'll align this in left. We'll change the font color and our employee time tracker is ready now. In the same way, you can create your employee time tracker either in Zoho Sheets or Excel sheet.